Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 13-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now 2nd and 3. They run again with Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Hunt will try going up the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes, that absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 24 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shifts by him. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And going right back to Walker. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's got it down to the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Murray now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll take this down to the 33. 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. There's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis on 3rd down. That is caught, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. That pick six just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here, and we'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Levis's throw here into the hands of Boyd. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Levis out of the shotgun now. He finds Hopkins complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Levis going back to the air. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Folk connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Now it's the seconds. Watch the shit.
Walker with another carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Going deep for Walker. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A second down throw from Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so see that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Levis got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Stays on his feet. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Hand off here to Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Levis looking to move him around a bit. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now they'll change things up. Levis back to throw. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd down, here's Levis. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Draymond Jones drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Folk's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Murray. This will be caught by Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know, on him. Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
They run again with Hunt. Wiggles free. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Seahawks extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Levis. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Levis looking to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Second and 9. Levis sets up to throw here. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And Levis going to change the play. Back to throw again. Now the pressure, gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Draymond Jones getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Levis to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Walker once more. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Straight ahead, Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 236 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a run with Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On the give, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Levis. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st and 10, here's Levis. incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe two more plays.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. One final try here for Will Levis. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter, as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. So the victory here for Seattle, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Seahawks, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss.